And I testify that such is possible. Anger, Satan's tool, is destructive in so many ways. I believe most of us are familiar with the sad account of Thomas B. Marsh and his wife Elizabeth. Brother Marsh was one of the first modern-day apostles called after the church was restored to the earth. He eventually became president of the Quorum of the 12 Apostles. While the saints were in far west Missouri, Elizabeth Marsh, Thomas's wife, and her friend, Sister Harris, decided they would exchange milk in order to make more cheese than they otherwise could. To be certain all was done fairly, they agreed that they should not save what were called the strippings, but that the milk and strippings should all go together. Strippings came at the end of the milking and were richer in cream. Sister Harris was faithful to the agreement, but Sister Marsh, desiring to make some especially delicious cheese, saved a pint of strippings from each cow and sent Sister Harris the milk with no strippings. This caused the two women to quarrel. When they could not settle their differences, the matter was referred to the home teachers to settle. They found Elizabeth Marsh guilty of failure to keep her agreement. She and her husband were upset with the decision, and the matter was then referred to the bishop for a church trial. The bishop's court decided that the strippings were wrongfully saved, and Sister Marsh had violated her covenant with Sister Harris. Thomas Marsh appealed to the High Council, and the men comprising this council confirmed the bishop's decision. He then appealed to the first presidency of the church. Joseph Smith and his counselors considered the case and upheld the decision to the High Council. Elder Thomas B. Marsh, who sided with his wife through all of this, became angrier with each successive decision. So angry, in fact, that he went before a magistrate and swore that the Mormons were hostile toward the state of Missouri. His affidavit led to, or at least was a factor, in Governor Lilburn Boggs' cruel extermination order, which resulted in over 15,000 saints being driven from their homes with all the terrible suffering and consequent death that followed. All of this occurred because of a disagreement over the exchange of milk and cream. After 19 years of rancor and loss, Thomas B. Marsh made his way to the Salt Lake Valley and asked Brigham Young for forgiveness. Brother Marsh also wrote to Heber C. Kimball, first counselor in the first presidency, of the lesson he had learned. Said Brother Marsh, "The Lord could get along very well without me, and he lost nothing by my falling out of the ranks. But oh, what I have lost. Riches, greater riches than all this world or many planets like this could afford." Apropos are the words of the poet John Greenleaf Whittier. Of all sad words of tongue or pen, the saddest are these, it might have been. My brethren, we're all susceptible to those feelings which, if left unchecked,